Hello, this is Red Wizard 52, and this is a relaxing Let's Play of Total War Warhammer, Episode 13. And a little confused right now. I mean, I have a lot of new developments. So, there was a insurrection in the Reichland, and I conquered that and reunited, the central province of the Empire. And then I conquered Gorsel in the Wasteland, and I conquered Marienburg and reunited it to the Empire. So I need to get some things organized. We're on turn 33. I think around like turn 100 things start to really get intense. Like you get like a if I go to the tactical map again, you start to get these Norse can start attacking left and right. You get a bunch of the chaos armies start to march into the lands of men. It doesn't seem like the vampires are really doing anything too difficult, and the greenskins come down here, and they haven't really bothered me just yet. So I have it set on normal difficulty. That's usually really hard for me. I usually play it on easy. That's how bad at this game I am. But I'm trying to make sure that I don't leave anything exposed. So, ooh, what's this? Just saw this glittering stuff. What's this glittering stuff? That's just like the dwarves have a lot of ore that they're mining. Cool. Okay, so I have a lot of money, both in my treasury and coming in. And of my 4 provinces in this Reichland here, I have Helmgart, Eilhart, Altdorf, and Grunberg. Grunberg is not defended right now, which is not a good thing. Eilhart is somewhat defended. It has a pretty good garrison of 12 units. You get 6 from the guardhouse and 6 from the level 2 city. Homeguard actually has kind of a problem. Helmgard and Altdorf, they have redundant buildings here. 2 rally fields. I don't need 2 rally fields, because if you have a rally field, it applies to the whole province. So these are just basically, one of them doesn't need to be there. Now there's an issue of, should I destroy the rally field in Altdorf, or should I destroy the rally field in Homeguard? And let me just see the building trees. Now the reason why I might want to destroy the rally field in Altdorf is because Altdorf will have buildings that I can't build elsewhere. So it looks like there's some gunsmith, foundry, engineer's workshop. Let's see. I don't think you can build that in Helmgard. Let's see. Okay, you can build those in Homeguard. All right. How about the Reichsfort? Can you build that in Homeguard? You can also build that in Homeguard. Okay. How about the Shrine of Sigmar and the Cathedral of Sigmar? Can you build that in Homeguard? You can eventually build it in Homeguard, but you need to get to. No, you can't. Oh my gosh! All right, so the highest that Homeguard can go is level 3. I need to reevaluate. Yeah, these cities they can't go. Oh, why did I just do that? Are you serious? All right, screw this. We're reloading. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna just reload. Sorry. We're going to load this Let's Play where I did not destroy my field. That was a mistake. High production value. I would edit it out, but I'm too busy to edit it out. I probably am too busy to be recording this episode, but I need a break from work. All right. So returning to what's going on. Same deal, same exact thing that I started. So I'm going to go to Altdorf. I'm going to look at the... I accidentally clicked that button. It's interesting. It didn't ask me to confirm. It just did it. That's pretty intense. So 4 and 5. All right. So if I want, I have 2 more spots. So probably 3 more spots. Do I need all 3 spots? If I do, because I need to build the Engineer's Workshop, the Cathedral of Sigmar, and the Altdorf College of Magic. So these buildings, man, you know what? This sucks because I can't build the menagerie in Helmgard. So if I'm really smart, I'll so what I need is 4 spots. I need all 4 of these spots. So Engineer's Workshop, wait, no, I need 3 spots. Engineer's Workshop, oh my gosh, Jason. Engineer's Workshop, Menagerie, Cathedral of Sigmar, and College of Magic. That's the only place I'll be able to build them here. I don't think I can build those things in Marienburg, but I think Marienburg can actually go up to level 5 too. Marienburg Port, that's awesome. I definitely need to get that. Wizard's Tower. Reinforced walls. Menagerie. So I could conceivably build a menagerie here. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So first things first, we need to figure out what's going on in Altdorf. Helmgard doesn't need to have this. Doesn't need to have this rally field, and it definitely doesn't need to have. Eventually, it's not going to need this stables. I'm not going to upgrade to the livery just yet because I need to build that in Altdorf. So Altdorf, go to 3 here. I would really like to start building these great swords to replace all of my infantry. I mean, they're great for it, but you need an armory. I have an armory, right? Blacksmith. Okay. What should I do next? Should I do that? I don't know. I could just take them up to 3, but and that will increase the garrison. Because right now the garrison is... Just trying to think here. Okay, what I'm going to do is demolish this building. Because I don't need it. It's redundant. Get some gold. And then once it's demolished, then I'll think about what to put here. I want to start building another army because Grunberg is a sitting duck right now. Let's see. Recruit Lord. Dieter Drietzmann. Military heritage. Okay, that's pretty cool. That'd be 3 armies. I think I need 3 armies at this point. I do. I need 3 armies. Gonna be 318. Okay, let's do it.
I will marshal the men.
And wow, look at this. This is awesome. They get bonuses because of the buildings in the territory. We'll keep it simple for now.
Of course.
It'll be 94, 94, 94, then 1 more we'll do crossbowmen. That'll take us down pretty good, but at least Grunberg will be protected somewhat. And someone needs to get to Gorsel right away, so you, Rachel, you get to Gorsel.
Onward!
This is going to be a rebellion soon, so we need to get the city in order. I think that's all I can do right now.
What?
I want to recruit We don't have any Reichsguard anymore, so we will need some cavalry.
All right.
We'll recruit 2 cavalry here. That's fine. They're not my favorite, but we need to make sure that Karl Franz's army is tip top shape. Okay. Used a lot of that. Wow. All right. I think that's it for this turn. Oh, of course. Commandments. So the corruption here is, it's okay. Gorsel's okay. Marienburg's okay. Do we need growth? This is, okay. No. Tax rate, I guess we could do that. Marienburg is going to give me a lot of money eventually. If I get that, we'll do Festig for now because, yeah, public order here is really bad. And it said we have, I didn't actually look at the, let's see, how many, getting distracted. We need to raid Ostland and Ostermark. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. And then we have this, which is forge a defensive or military alliance with the following faction. I thought we did that. No, we did it with Midden. What is this? Midland. We need Nord. Where's Nordland? Just Nordland? Yeah. Let's see what Nordland thinks of us. I'm getting distracted, but this is important. So Nordland. We can trade with them. We have a non-aggression pact.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheath blade?
Let's just give them a gift. Nah. Should I give them a gift? 2,000. Nah, we can't afford that. The Vanaheimlings. These are the Vikings. Treaties, military actions against Marienburg. Okay, so it's improving. Give us some time. They'll start becoming our friends. But eventually, I'm going to try to get them to become friends. Okay. Oh, and how about these guys? The what are they called? The Corone. So now I've taken Marienburg, Bretonia. I'm gonna have to make sure my relationship with Bretonia is good. They are happy with us. We have a trade agreement. No, we don't have a trade agreement. We have a no, they have a trade agreement with us. That's us right there. So let's see what we can do with them.
You ask for a boon. Speak, and I will see if it is within my power to give.
No. They're starting to like us. Let's just let them. Let's let their relationship develop. Okay, well, all right, that's it. I know I have another some points to give. Okay. Dieter Drietzben. Let's give him inspiring presence. I love that. That's a good. Details. Do we have anything that we can give him? No armor. All of our weapons are being used. Any talismans not being used? Any enchanted items? Okay, how about followers? Any followers just hanging out? No, they're all being used. He has a military heritage. Okay. Let's rename him. We'll call him Dieter. Something to do with military. Dieter. I don't know. Call him Drietzman, the campaigner, because he's a campaigner. He has this military heritage. He loves to go on campaigns. and then I'll remember. And we'll say on a steel, because that gives us some bonuses for his awesome infantry. All right, now can I do in move? We have a now we have another lord. Sigmar, rank 10. Okay. But treasurer, rank 1. Gives the character title treasurer additional tradable resources. Income from all buildings +5. Definitely need to put somebody there. Rank 5, rank 1. Okay, you're going to become treasurer, Dreedsman. Oh, right. Get a little bit more gold. Okay, things are looking good. I think things are looking good. Things could turn bad very quickly. Okay. What's our... are we still... Strength rank 4? Crap. Who's winning in terms of strength? Strength rank. Dwarves. Vampire counts. Damn. Where'd they come from? Crooked Moon. Alright, we're losing. They're at war with the dwarves and Zufbar dwarves in Averland. I don't like that because that means they're getting close. How's Averland looking? Averheim. Vampire corruption 31. This place is not looking good. Well, if they take over Averland, then at least I'll be able to reconquer it without having to kill more humans. They don't like me for some reason. Aversion, great power. They don't like that that I have treaties. Okay, so I guess that's going to improve. How about Nuln? They don't like me either. Okay. So Homeguard. I say we build a... Here, I'm going to go look at the... So, Homeguard is as high as it can go. Don't need more money. I mean, I always want more money. But, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Guardhouse. It's worth it. We need to defend our territory. And did you reach... You need to get to...
I will marshal the men.
Gorsel and raise
Sigmar.
the public order there. How's Marienburg? Doing okay?
Yes.
How about where's our power at now? Our strength, still 4. Dang. I don't feel any... Can we we cannot conquer Grungzent. That looks like it's a dwarven. I don't feel very threatened over here. I don't feel like the at least the Coron, these people and their awesome Bretonnian house are going to look at the winds of magic. That's awesome. I don't think they're going to come at me. I think Gorsel is always going to be slightly exposed because it's so far out there. But I'll build a I will build a, let's see, Gorsel, guardhouse here, and eventually a city watch. But let's see here. I need to get, once this place is pretty good, it's like military presence is 18, taxes -4. It's always so frustrating. Commandment is 4. Once things are pretty good here, then I'm going to obviously move more towards my eastern front because I need to start giving some thought to these vampires that are coming my way. Okay. Don't know if I should recruit more. I'm starting to get to the point where I don't want to keep recruiting crappy... I shouldn't call them crappy because I think infantry are always pretty good, but I don't really like the idea of continuously recruiting, you know, the basic troops. But it's better than nothing. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for Marienburg to get in better order. That's what I'm going to do. Once they're in better order, then I'm going to come back to Altdorf with Karl Franz, and we're gonna go here. We might even start taking Wissenland. I want Nuln because Nuln actually has a special building. Let's see. Can I look at Nuln's buildings? No, but see, they have this thing called the Nuln Cannon Foundry. You can start doing cool stuff with that. So yeah, that's my next. I've decided. My next target, took Marienburg, is Wissenland. Wissenland will be mine. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully the vampire counts don't come in before then, but although Telebeckland might be a problem too because they're starting to hate me. But I'm not really afraid of them because what's their strength rank? Well, this is actually Austin. What's Austin's strength rank? 17? Yeah, not really concerned. I should be concerned because if they march an army in, I don't think this army will survive, but we'll do another time. What am I waiting for here? What am I researching right now? I don't even know. State infantry armor. Okay, that'll be awesome.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Join war against Hochland? War has come. Time to answer Ulrich's summons. Well, this is frustrating because I am in a defensive alliance. If I accept, if I decline, I think I will lose my status as being steadfast. I'm not really concerned about Hochland either because they're way up there. How are they going to get me? Is Hochland allied with anybody? Come on, let me see if Hochland's allied with anybody. It won't change mine. Oh, whatever, I'll accept. I don't think Hochland is going to prove a problem, but at least my reputation is staying strong. So now I can see Hochland. Wow, they're at war with everyone.
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
Okay. I have a question. If I look at Nuln and do diplomacy with Nuln, let's hear what they say.
Greetings, my countrymen. You come in peace on this fine Marktag?
That annoys me because this should be a duchess. Eben von Leibowitz, I think it's a she. That's stupid fanboy, Warhammer fantasy stuff. But I think the Duke of Nuln is a woman, and I think her name is Eben von Leibowitz. But I don't know.
The nation calls.
Can't get everything. All right. So what can we do in? Should I do this? Or should I do... whatever, I'm going to do this in Eilhart because it's going to give me more gold. And it will increase their garrison again. I want to be able to defend all the stuff that I'm developing because this game will trick you into thinking like, oh, you're doing great. What's this? Who says war target coordination available? Okay, I'm not gonna. I could send my campaigner up to Hochland. Are there any? Well, it's too far. It's all the way over here. Oh, the Brass Keep. Yeah. Well, could I reach Hergig? So Hergig's here. I'm not gonna get there anytime soon. Here's Altdorf. If I try to get him to get to her. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I could get 7,000 if I conquered that. But that's too far. I forget what I was saying. I don't know what I should do. I don't think I should waste the time. I think I need to build something. I'm going to take Grunberg up to 3, so then I can build a guardhouse here, because they need a guardhouse. Then I'll feel much more comfortable about my eastern front. How's the order here in Marienburg? 24. 24. We need a few more turns, and we're gonna leave them to their own devices. Homeguard is going to be protected here soon. Awesome. We'll see. Okay. Through shrewd diplomacy or perhaps outright intimidation, Bretonia have convinced Artois to join their confederacy. So Bretonia just got a lot stronger. We have detected a force belonging to Highland, attempting to lay an ambush in Hergig. How did we? Oh, all right. Seamen. On blood-soaked decks, seamen earn their rum ration and their booty. Population surplus. Lots of tomatoes here. The bread and everything. Very, very uncharacteristically happy for Warhammer. Got our guardhouse in Homeguard. Ranking. Let's put it in something. I want this. Ooh, I can do Pegasus. How do I get Deathclaw? Available at rank 15. Barded Warhorse. What's this rally? I don't know how many times I can use that. That's pretty awesome though. It's hard to hit. I might do a little bit of these things down here. We'll start this because then we can start giving him things like this. Because I do like using Karl Franz as a as an actual, you know, military unit. So, Marienburg, how are you? So if I was to leave, the characters give 4, the taxes. I think I can leave Marienburg now. I think I can. Because maybe one more turn to Marienburg, just to make sure public order stays up. Because if I leave, then it's going to go down by 22. So the buildings and the commandments will make sure that it stays the same. One more turn, and then we'll be fine. Our our western side of the empire will be in order. Homeguard can build something now. What can Homeguard build? Take this up? Not yet. That's going to be awesome, but not yet. One more turn, and we can. So, do we have a trade agreement with them?
By Sigmar's will, come in peace.
Who can we trade with? I'm always wanting more money.
In the north, we have cold hearts and hair.
I know that. Okay. Is there any other trade places that we can do? How's our trade looking? Let's look at this. Who can give us... We're producing dyes and we're producing salt. Where are we producing salt? Not really sure how this works. Carved obsidian. Furs. I guess you get bonuses if you get these things. Pottery. We could be producing pottery. Iron. Let's see. Kirk Norn? Can we trade with you? Dwarfs always.
Hamlings come. They only do when they want something.
No, I don't want. I just want to trade with you, man. I don't want anything. Trade. Kislev. Okay, they're not going to trade with me. They hate me. They're not going to trade with me. They hate me. The Vanaheimlings aren't going to trade with me. Visseland, Ostermark. Nordland. I'm trying to get them to like me. Come on, Nordland.
Surely an agreement will be reached. But are we not all sons of Sigmar?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Awesome. So they're importing our dyes, importing our timber, and importing our salt. And what are they giving us? Gemstones. Let's see. What are they giving us? How do I even know what they're giving us? They're not giving us anything. Alright, whatever. Furs. I want those furs. How do I get those furs? Fauna and game are worth hunting for both food and furs. Of course, in the old world's forest, a hunter must be weary of becoming the hunted. So I think they have to have a building that is allowing them to access to produce this this thing. So let me see. Help pages, settlements. No, where's buildings? Buildings. Building types. Economic buildings generate taxes or produce resources. Okay, yeah. So whatever's going on up here in Nordland, they're not producing. They have not dedicated resources to producing furs yet, but I want those furs. So how's our trade doing? Our trade is 739. That's pretty good. I like this. Bretonia, dwarfs, and Nordland. Okay. Anybody else? Thought I saw one more. Ostermark? Too far away. What's their relationship with us? Neutral. Vissenland? I'm going to eventually declare war on you, so there's no reason for me to get in the, you're my next target. Vissenland. I think that means wheatland. I don't know. They hate me. The Norse go do. Because they're chaos worshipping scum. Sorry, that was kind of mean. Ostland. Okay. We both are at war with Hochland.
Reached. But are we not all sons of Sigmar?
Let's just start with non-aggression. Okay. My heart is saddened when countrymen such as ourselves. Okay, well, sorry about that. I tried. Okay, well, we'll do one more turn for this episode, and hopefully nothing catastrophic happens.
Speak. I will hear you now. Be warned, my mood is dark.
Okay. The Norskins have declared war on us. And I could call my allies Midland to my... Yeah, they hate them, so... Alright, let's see if... The gods demand war. Alright. Alright. We get our state infantry, and we get plus 10 armor for all of our infantry units. We have really bad ass infantry units now. I don't understand this picture though. State issued armor? He's like giving him a scroll. Why? What is it about the scroll? Oh, this is like, maybe it's some diagrams for how to make that armor. I don't know. A stranger comes. A cloaked stranger from the mist-shrouded land of Albion. approaches with a request. He is of sinister aspect, but assures you that his intentions are good. Yeah, right. 3,000 gold. He's going to corrupt our citizens, start cults and stuff. No way. Send this dark emissary on his way. There is nothing in Albion for us. Let some other fool pay for this creature's shadow war. Yeah. Get out of here. Okay. Petunia and the dwarves are fighting again. And yeah. Well, I'm really afraid of these Norskins. Their like strength rank is like 50 or something. They're idiots. Let me see.
Whichever woeful deity protects you, it ends here. We'll spill your blood.
Peace treaty? There is no peace. Your lands will be obliterated. Alright, guys. I'm not really concerned. Well, they are kind of a concern because they're going to come in through the wasteland. They're going to come in through... Oh, you know what I could do? Where's one of their provinces? I wouldn't want to keep it because it sucks.
Yes, my lord.
But I could sack it for 3,309. Yeah.
To the provinces.
I want to give that some thought. Because I can get across this. Yeah. You declare war on me, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Pack Ice Bay. Chaos Corruption 100. You do stupid things when you are corrupted by chaos. You declare war on a giant empire. Alright, well, I'm going to pick my next technology, and then I'm going to probably call it an episode. So, we did all of our rally field and state-issued weapons. Yeah, we'll do this. Keep working on our infantry. And I don't know, I'm probably going to recruit more troops into this army, bring it up to 20, and I'm going to go after Pack Ice Bay. Just teach them a lesson for declaring war on me. And then I'm going to take this army, and I'm going to bring it to Grunberg, and who's this?
The Empire.
Okay, looks like this is Averland? Who are they at war with? Averland?
Approach and make your offer. But I
Oh,
make
they're
no
fighting
promises
this
to
one.
my assent.
Okay. And the vampire counts. Good job. They're fighting a bunch of undead. Doing Sigmar's work. Okay. Well, yeah. So next turn, I'm going to try to get out of Marienburg. Plenty of public order is great here now. Going to work on this army, get them ready to attack, and get that 3,000 gold from 3,390 gold sack value from Pack Ice Bay. Have to make some decisions about what to build next because is Grunberg 3 now? Grunberg's almost 3. Yeah. Then I'll develop this army. And eventually we're going to take over Vissenland. We need to take over Vissenland. We can't just sit around and not fight. It's turn 37. What's our strength value? 1. Alright, we're doing good. Okay, because if you fall down to like 5, you're messed up. And then eventually, like, chaos starts to stir in the north, and you're done. If you can't defend yourself, you're done. Like 3 different chaos factions just come down and just pulverize everything that you've built. So, all right, well, that was episode, I believe it was episode 13. Thank you very much, and have a good day.